Alright, let's skip the rest of that intro. How is everyone doing? Welcome to the second installment of Get Good Lobby Night. How's everyone doing? Post in chat if you're here. Tell me if things look pretty on your end. I want to make sure the stream's good. I want to make sure you can hear my lovely voice. Let's get all those shenanigans out of the way, and then we can get down to business and play some Skullgirls. Omnix, you there? Omnix.
Yeah.
Okay, we are live, man.
Yeah.
Say hello to the people.
Hi.
Okay, so... Okay, X, glad to hear things are looking good on your end. You're the first person to say something, I'll take your word for it. So, everyone, welcome to Get Good Lobby Night. I am Waifu Patron Saint. I go by Prime on Twitch. With me is Dr. Omnix. Say hi again.
Hi again.
So, I guess a little bit about our qualifications. We've been playing Skullgirls for... it's been around like 6 months or so, hasn't it?
Yep.
I main Philia in Cerebella. Omnix mains Valentine. Well, he doesn't main, but he plays and has experience with Parasoul, Valentine, and Cerebella. We've been participating for quite a while in Double Dark's Newbie Night tournaments. We've both won tournaments, so that's some good bragging rights. And we're here to help you get better at playing Skullgirls. Oh, no, that's good. So we have around 15 or 16 registered players. So we have matches planned out for all of you based on your experience with Skullgirls, your experience with other fighting games, and your geographic location to try and minimize latency. Okay, force that's all private. Okay, so I'm going to invite Omnix in. I just sent you an invite to the lobby.
Yeah.
So, now that introductions and formalities are out of the way, let's talk about how this is going to work. So like I said, we have matches planned out for all of you. And what we are going to do is we are going to... Geez, your ping is ass. That's more ass than usual.
Yo.
Okay, we are going to send you invites to the lobby, and you'll get to play 3 matches. This is not best of 3. This is not first to 3. You're going to play 3 games, win or lose, and we are going to commentate your matches and tell you what you can be doing better. So make sure that you are in the Skullgirls Newbie Night group chat on Steam, as we are going to be using that chat to send you invites to the game. So let's get started with our first match of the night, which is going to be Stompenstein versus Quantum Awesome. Quantum Awesome, I'm not seeing you in the group chat. So... thank you for posting that.
No problem. I guarantee you I'm going to disconnect at some point tonight.
We'll see. Unfortunately, I think that's the case too. So we'll give these guys a minute or two to get in, but I mean, Stompenstein's away, so if neither of them show up, then we'll just skip over them for now, because it looks like everyone else is present.
Yeah.
Knocked out, we saw you just entered chat. Hello, hello. We're up to 10 viewers on Twitch. Say hello, everybody. Right, this is going to be last call for Stompenstein and Quantum Awesome. Stompenstein, I'm sending you another invite. Quantum Awesome, you need to get in the lobby. If you're not in here in a minute, we are going to skip your match and we'll try and fit you in later. So if they do not show up, then JV Guy 2K and Adri Great 14 are going to be up instead.
Christ.
And here come the dogs. Okay. They've had their minute, so we're skipping them. So we're going to do instead JV Guy 2K. You've just gotten an invite. Adri's grade 14. You just got an invite. So hop into the lobby and we can get your matches underway. Again, if you have the stream open and you're registered so you're planning on participating, please make sure that you are in the Skullgirls Newbie Night group chat. This is how we are inviting you to the lobby. So it's very, very important that you're in that chat room. I'm going to post a link to it in chat just in case. JV Guide 2K, you are in. Adri, okay, they are in. Ready up, and we can get this show on the road.
Let's get the shit started.
JV Guy, we just need you to ready up. Okay, let's do this. Native DJ, how big is the wait time? We have around 8 or 9 matches set up with registered players. So if you have not registered, I imagine we're not going to do open lobby for about an hour. Okay, Adri is playing solo Philly, going against JV Guy's solo Pika. JV Guy has not been throwing out projectiles.
Yeah, he could have benefited from using that space to his advantage and throwing out some projectiles.
That's a big part of Peacock's game, is just throwing out a barrage of projectiles.
Yep.
Up close rushdown Peacock is very difficult to play. She's typically used as a zoning character. Also, when you want to...
Could have used an Argus.
Exactly. A big part of Peacock's game is you don't want to let people get close. So as soon as you are in a position to activate meter, you go into Argus Agony and you push them out of the way. That puts, you know, they go all the way to the other side of the screen. Manages to get taken down by a heavy. Okay, so that hairball could have been punished.
Nice job punishing that hairball.
Well, didn't really get punished, everything got blocked. First George at the air show. Okay, out goes a little car. Because right there could have Argus after doing that after that bang 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 connected. Bang 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 is such a... There we go. There it is for the KO. I don't know if I would have done that, but hey, he had the meter, he did it. That was the first super of the match. Okay, so when you're going in from Philly's crouching medium kick into her launcher, you need to make sure that they're pretty close. If they're too far away, yeah, it sucks them in a little bit, but generally that will not work, and that will pull them away.
There we go.
Another Argus Agony. Good job. And now Adri's having trouble getting through the zoning. You know, he's just blocking and moving in. Oh, gets in with the hairball. Right there. Okay, so JV Guy looked like he tried doing a heavy attack, which, you know, those are generally unsafe, and you want to hit confirm with your light attacks and your pokes. In fact, Peacock has a poke. Oh, chip him out.
Shit.
Oh, man, who brought the dip on that? So, You know exactly who I'm talking about when I say this, but I know somebody who also no one replies because it's solo only. No, you can play teams if you want to, native DJ. Yeah, you can play any amount of characters you want, any teams, nothing's off limits. So like I was saying, I have a friend who plays Peacock, and for a while I had a very, very tough time getting in as Philia versus his Peacock, just because there's so many projectiles and Peacock can do so many things to screw you up. So, in terms of, like, staying upward, Hairball is pretty good. You know, you can jump into the air, you can air dash, and then you can use medium or light airball to get yourself over the projectiles. Good grab. I do not agree with throwing out of the corner, though. The corner is a very, very scary place for Peacock because she cannot run back. The only way Peacock can really get out of that situation is if she pulls off an Argus. Okay, so he knew he could have tried to extend off of that combo, but he just screwed up the spacing on that. Okay, so Peacock manages to get out of the corner. I think another underappreciated tool with Philia is Ringlet Spike.
Oh yeah, that would be really helpful here.
Well,
I say this as someone who has braved many Ringlet Spikes in my zoning attempts.
Yeah. It's kind of a yes or no thing though, because it's you can generally, you know, you can hit Ringlet Spike and then just cancel it into Gregor Samson to close the gap. But with Peacock, that's a little tricky because Philia will bump into her projectiles and that knocks her out of Gregor Samson. But still, you can, if you pop up a Ringlet Spike when they're vulnerable, you can knock them down and buy yourself a little bit of time to move in. Like, a lot of people say Ringlet Spike's a crappy projectile and that there's no real reason to use it. Okay, so you can actually,
there you go.
Yeah, you can activate your super after the beam of Argus Agony. It's a little tricky. Sometimes you go through, sometimes you don't. But be aware that you can punish raw Argus Agony if you're able to block the beam portion. JV Guy takes a second win. So let's see how round 3 goes. Omnix, is there anything else you want to chime in? I know I've been talking a lot.
The other way, I don't know whether you mentioned this, but another way that Peacock can get out of the corner is if she has enough time, she can just do the whole idea and get behind.
Yeah.
At which point you get a few options like doing a backwards grab and then Argusing to give yourself some space.
Yeah, whole idea is a really, really frustrating move. And yeah, Nico Nova, like I mentioned, like Gregor you can go under the second part of Argus if you're able to block the beam. JV Guy switching it up to Big Band.
Dick Tracy palette, I approve.
So this can sometimes be okay, good job breaking that armor with Hairball. Another good option as Philia to break armor is jumping medium punch, especially if you air dash in. That is
Could have capitalized on the music stun there.
So another Big Band. Big Band can confirm just about anything into Supersonic Jazz. So throws, hits. I haven't seen a ton of meter from either player. And generally, I would say it's important to be conservative with meter. I think it's more important to be careful with meter management when you're playing a team because you can use your meter to DHC.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm kind of surprised that he didn't get punished by that, Adri. Because not only did he see that the heavy got blocked, but then he went into a heavy hairball which hits like 5 or 6 times. So JV Guy would have had a ton of time to process that he was blocking that he could have punished. Also, you got to be really careful jumping in Big Band because he can just do brass knuckles again. Air dash and jumping medium punch can help you get through that armor. Cross is up.
Nice punish.
Salt peanuts. That's a wrap.
And Adri is able to take game 3. So I'm going to kick these two out. Good games from both of you. And do you have any closing remarks?
Not really.
Okay then. So
Big Band is against Philia specifically. I'm not sure about anybody else, but Beat Extend is good. Take the A Train is good.
A-Train is super frustrating because a lot of Philias are going to jump up and they're going to air dash in, and A-Train, you can just grab them out of the air, punish them, and go into something like Supersonic Jazz.
I'm not sure whether you can do that out of like medium and heavy A-Train, but I know that they're armored, so even if Philia does a crouching heavy kick, then you can endure that.
Do you want
don't
to
take my word
give
on
a
it.
quick review for Adri as to what went well for him and what didn't?
Which one was he? I already
was
forgot.
Philia.
Holy shit. I think you're the better judge of that.
Okay, I was trying to get signed up, but I can do it. Big part of that was I say this to just about everybody, but you were doing some unsafe stuff. There was one moment in that big band match where you did a heavy attack, which got blocked after a string of moves getting blocked, and then you did a hairball, which got blocked. So there was a ton of time for JV to process what was happening and punish. You never want to do hairball on block. That is an unsafe move on block. It's very easy to punish that. Also, you should work on learning how to air dash and air dash cancel. It's a big part of Philia's movement strategy. It's how she gets in, and it's a big part of a lot of combos where you'll go into the air, you'll do a chain, a little string of moves, and then you'll air dash and you'll do more stuff. So work on learning your air dashes. And of course, we're going to have VODs from tonight's event on my YouTube channel, which I don't remember. I'm Prime1153 on YouTube. So make sure that you keep an eye on that, because we're going to post VODs up of all of your matches so you can rewatch, see what you did right, see what you did wrong, listen to our commentary. Okay, so our next match. Who is in the lobby and ready to play? I am not seeing Ed Boys. Omnix, who do you see that can go?
Let me check.
Harrison knocked out.
Yeah.
How do you pronounce that? Eric's. I know I'm botching that, but you have Cat and Falcon as your icon. You've gotten an invite. Knocked out. You have gotten an invite. Will there be VODs for the open lobby time as well? Yes, we're going to have VODs of the entire event available. I'm going to try and like timestamp matches so you can quickly find your fights later. But yeah, we'll have those available for you. They have not joined yet, have they?
Nope.
Okay. Eric's and knocked out. Oh, there's knocked out.
There's, yep.
We're just waiting on Eric's. was trying to air dash with the 2 punch buttons, but kept messing that up and doing jump punches to the air. If you're playing a solo character and you're on a controller, you might want to set up a macro for 2 punch buttons. So, yeah, if you're on a controller, use macros to do those 2 punches. I kind of assume you're not playing on a stick at this point. But yeah, use macros. Macros are helpful. Yes, you can get another invite. Here you go. By the way, if anyone has any gameplay questions, feel free to ask those in Twitch chat, and we'd be happy to answer them between matches. Okay, they're in. Let's do this. Is it normal to double tap forward to dash, or is it up to personal preference? I'd say it's really up to personal preference and what you're doing. Like when I play on a fight stick, and when I'm moving as Philia, I'm double tapping, but then when I'm doing combos, I'm using the buttons to dash. So I think it's really up to preference as to what works best for you. And that goes for a lot of input-related questions. Just do stuff in the way that works best for you. So we have solo Eliza versus solo Parasoul.
Stealing my pallet. Nice overhead with
goes
the
into
Horus.
Sekhmet. No, yeah, you gotta be careful with Sekhmet because that burns your meter when you have Sekhmet out. Okay,
Ooh,
sees that Eric's is blocking high and switches to low moves. Good job. I'm not seeing Knocked Out doing ground tech.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not really seeing him do too much hit confirming either.
Yeah, but yeah, right there he does that unsafe heavy move, and Eric's is able to punish that. So,
And now a word from our sponsor.
yeah, ground teching is very important. That allows you to bounce up off the ground instead of falling all the way down and getting up, and allows you to control the direction in which you recover. So to do ground recovery, you just hold the stick in the direction you want to move in, and then you hit 2 punch buttons when you land on the ground. I noticed at the beginning of the match, Eliza has that move where the first 2 hits are normal heights, and then it goes into an overhead, like Nico said.
Yep.
So yeah, overheads are tricky. A good rule to follow for blocking is when your opponent is on the ground, you just about always want to block crouching, and then when they are airborne, you want to block standing. The exception is overhead moves, which are moves that are performed on the ground but hit high. Now, for those, generally they have a long enough startup time that you can realize what's coming and change your blocking accordingly. So Eric's switching to Valentine.
Nice cross up.
Yeah, Eric's is not doing ground tech either. Also, Knocked Out has not been using... Oh, first napalm shot.
Make me proud.
Napalm shots are a very, very valuable tool because not only can you use them for zoning, but you can use them for controlling space and limiting your opponent's options on how to approach. I think you can...
Which is zoning.
Well, when I say zoning, I mean more just like playing keep away versus, you know, setting stuff up and forcing them to go in a certain way. You're the Parasoul player, though, so I think you can say much more about this than I can.
I think you summed it up pretty well.
In fact, you can say everything for this because you play Parasoul and Valentine. Okay, oh, that was a very long string of moves that were all blocked.
Yeah.
That could have easily been punished.
Major surgery. This might pinch.
Good practice loading up the vials when you've knocked her down.
You took.
And nice cross up too. Something that I like doing as Valentine is doing the backdash, which actually makes you count as being in the air. Doing an air dash, which will carry you over the other person, and then doing a heavy punch.
So you cross up with that?
Yeah.
Clever. Alright, so round 3, let's see what they're going to do. Shit.
Side effects may include nausea, headaches, and death.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime!
Same matchup as before, so we're not going to see this.
I've seen
Oh, there's some grounds.
That's what I'm talking
Use that to get out of the game. American reset, I figure?
Ooh.
Oh, should not have done that super.
I'll patch it right up. You win. Major surgery.
Seeing
No, it's
some
interesting 'cause
good
that
air
reset.
dash
That reset.
Yeah, and I'm also seeing some good air dash cancels from this Valentine.
Do you think knocked out could be using more napalm shots?
If he has some distance, then I don't see why not.
Well, like when he got knocked out, he was on the other side of the map,
Oh yeah.
and he
Definitely
wasn't
at
using
that
them. He
point.
just let Val come in, and he even ran in himself.
Yep. There we go. There we go.
I'll patch it right up.
Take 3! Action!
You wish. I'll patch it ready, number 13.
No raw super, no good.
Super okay.
Parasoul sitting on 4 bar though, so maybe we'll see him in front of the game if we're lucky.
Major surgery.
No, that's going to be it. Now what's odd is that that was the second time that EKG flatliner reset.
Now we're ready to operate.
You notice that?
I did
I'm
not,
assuming
actually.
it was just like delays between the inputs, and not
Yeah.
like an intentional reset, but still.
Props.
Yeah.
I also noticed, I don't know if something's like, if knocked out is hitting his light kick button when he shouldn't be, because there were a few egret cancels where there shouldn't have been, and I
Yeah.
saw him pull off a detonate right before the end when there were no shots or tears anywhere.
Yeah, those could have been improper inputs. And for those, you just gotta tough it out in training mode
Yeah.
and just practice doing the moves over and over and over again.
And if you're going to be Parasoul, then one thing I'd heavily recommend is get down the timing of the charge moves, because as soon as you know how long you have to hold the stick back before pushing it forward, you're going to have a lot of an easier time getting out napalm shots, getting out the stuff that's on the kick buttons.
Okay, so who is up next? I'm assuming you noticed in the Google Doc that I'm italicizing matches that have already happened.
Yep.
Okay. Quantum Awesome's still not here, correct?
Doesn't look like it.
Alright.
But I'll just take a quick look.
I'm not seeing him, but I see Floof is here.
Yep.
G-Bakes Tesu's here, but Ed Boys is not here. Gaffrey, I'm not seeing Gaffrey here. So we don't have Gaffrey, we don't have Ed Boys. We have Scout, but we don't have Corin Revek, from what I can see. Mojibake and Tigris are both not here. So I think we might end up doing Stompenstein and Floof. How does that sound to you?
That sounds good to me.
So they're both here. So
Yeah, let's do it.
okay, so we'll see if we can get Stompenstein in. Again, we'll do Stompenstein. We will do Floof. Again, Stompenstein and Floof, you're up. So, we've sent you invites. Please accept them. I haven't gotten the invite. Please check your Steam chat windows, Blue. I just sent you another one. I have no word from Stompenstein yet.
I just sent them both invites too. Ain't no kill like overkill.
Okay, we have Floof. Stompenstein, if you're listening to this, you have 1 minute to accept the invite or tell us that it's not working. I've just sent you another invite. Okay, well, he's online on Steam now, so... last call for Stompenstein. If you do not message me or hop in like 30 seconds, we're skipping you. We do event registration to get this to move as quickly and efficiently as possible, but it only works if everyone is present and on time. So please, you need to be on top of being in the lobby and waiting for your name to get called on the stream. Okay, that's it. I'm opening it up, so first person to join the game gets to play against Floof. It doesn't matter if you're registered or unregistered. First person to get in gets to play. All you gotta do is go to the Newbie Night group chat, right-click on Waifu Patron Saint or Dr. Omnix the Fuckboy, and hit Join Game. Yeah, I'm sorry, Floof. These things happen. Okay.
Hey.
Teisu's in. Ready up, guys.
Fucking do this.
You are, okay, never mind. You'll pick this up.
Okay.
There we go. Starting at 3820.
After you, Creed.
Quiet on the set.
Parasoul and Valentine, here we go.
Parasoul Valentine. Cool, I can get this. So many shots.
Yes. Keep those shots coming.
Shots, shots.
Don't even try. Making the incision.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So Parasoul, I think, needs to play a little more aggressively to get out of the corner.
Yeah. Or Val could jump over her. That's
And,
cool.
and let her out.
How kind.
Very courteous.
In my sights.
Also, remember, you can shoot napalm shots in more than just a straight line. You can bounce them off the ground to get them in the air. You can do napalm tosses to get them on the ground. And you don't just want to shoot them straight, because then your opponent will realize really quickly they can just jump over the shots. Like that.
Nice hit confirm.
Take 3. Action.
Napalm shot! Napalm shot! Napalm shot! Clear the way! Napalm shot! Napalm shot! Napalm shot! Napalm shot! Napalm shot! Napalm shot!
Yes, yes, yes. Keep those shots going.
Oh. Val's in. Parasoul has not been using meter at all. But Floof hasn't really gone above 2 bars, am I correct?
Yep.
Take the shot!
Raw Super!
Got punished.
No, it's not going to be a dead Parasoul. Oh!
Here we go. Oh! Nice.
But I think this is it for Parasoul.
Oh! Now there's a raw super that I can agree with.
Yeah, that's sort of like what I do with Philia, is, you know, if you can time when they're doing the shots, you can hit them with something while they're vulnerable.
Yeah. And Another thing about your shot game is that you can sort of, if they're not jumping and they haven't gotten that yet, you can sort of mix up your heavy and your light shots because they travel at different speeds and you'll be able to mix them up. And another thing is, they will catch on at some point. If they don't, then they deserve what they get, but they will catch on at some point, so you should be prepared with like a pillar or something for when they get close.
I think a really good like universal rule for any character and any strategy is if they don't catch on, keep abusing it until they do.
Yep.
You know, if you find a blatant weakness with somebody's game and it's just not connecting with them that they need to change, just keep on doing it until it stops working.
I'd say that's a core tenet of fighting games in general.
Yes. It's like last week I read like that quote from like the Shoryuken Beginner's Guide, where it's, you know, you're forcing your opponent to do unsafe things and you're punishing them over and over again until they don't want to play with you anymore. You're basically you're bullying.
Yep.
Parasoul's stuck in the corner.
Get out of the corner.
No
Tech out of
ground
the corner.
tech. Yeah,
oh!
tech out. That heavy move left Parasoul wide open to get taken out by Val.
Don't even try.
Cool shots. Tech out. Tech out.
Tech out?
Or, I mean, if they're not expecting you to tech out anymore, then you could do a wake up napalm pillar.
Yeah. Seriously though, you need to know how to ground tech. Not only does ground tech let you move around, but ground tech is faster, so you're giving your... Oh, nice KO with the sniper shot. Like I was saying, ground tech is faster than getting up the normal
Nice.
line. Oh, that was good! Read the
That was
vulnerability
good.
on that heavy move. That just, you know, I think that just got him back in this game. He just needs to maintain that. He's trying to zone him out, see if he can work his way into the shots, going that upward one, good. Bell's coming in. Oh, gets hit with the knives.
They'll never follow you.
But that was
That's a wrap.
that was a solid comeback from Teisu.
Something I really liked seeing for a couple of seconds there was Valentine throwing Dead Cross at the napalm shots to cancel them out. Which is something that you can do.
Alright. Let's get round 3 going. You know, in case people have not read that guide or heard of it yet. Here is a link to Shoryuken's Beginner's Guide to Fighting Games. It is fantastic. You should all read it. It talks about Street Fighter 2 Super Turbo, but it will apply to any and every game that you play. So you owe it to yourself to read that. So it'll help you understand a lot of the psychology of what's going on. Parasoul's in the corner again, but she just kind of walked into it. Trying to do the shots, but you know, just stays linear.
If you get, let me formulate my thoughts before I open my mouth.
I'll wait.
If you're doing charge moves, then eventually you will end up in the corner.
Yeah, but there was also just some walking back. Well, almost tripped IPS off of napalm shots.
That makes me proud. Oh, that was nice.
Good knockout by Teisu.
Got out of the corner.
Oh,
yes!
teched out!
Yes!
He teched out!
Proud of you!
It's great, because, you know, Teisu was really getting rocked these past few games when Parasoul got stuck in the corner. So getting out, that, means that, you know, it's not gonna get hurt as much.
Major surgery.
Oh, that was weird. That looks like Parasoul could have blocked that, and that sort of reset because of the delay. Does that raw Inferno Brigade again. He seems to, you know, have a good read on when he can get away with that.
With regards to the, I think it was the EKG, Parasoul was throwing out a poke.
Oh, they were trying to
So that
poke?
was some either very, very deliberate or very lucky timing.
I'm just going to assume that it's on the side of lucky. But Teisu is able to take game 3.
Player 2 wins.
With that strong napalm shot and punish game.
I think they did a pretty good job adapting and realizing what was going wrong for them. You know, they upped their game on the shots, they started teching out of the corners, and a lot of the tricks that Val had been using in the first 2 games just stopped working.
Yep.
Also, like, those raw Inferno Brigades were pretty impressive. It could have comboed off of those with an egret call, right?
Yep. If you call egret call like right after you start the Inferno Brigade, you can jump out of it and combo out of it.
And that can kill characters.
Yep.
Like that is a really, really brutal situation to be in.
Another thing that I feel like it's sort of expensive for 3 meter, but if you egret call out of it and they're blocking, chances are they're not going to expect you to come out and hit them with an overhead if they're crouching or hit them with a low if they're standing.
Yeah.
And then what you do is you open them up and they get hit with the rest of it.
Yeah, that's really good. Okay, I'm looking and I don't think we have any full pairs of people around. So I'm thinking at this point, I'm just going to start inviting people into the lobby who registered and are present. And then we'll just let anyone else get in.
Works for me. Another thing about that last match is that I didn't see too many like light or medium moves. I think I just saw when Parasoul was in the corner in the last match.
Quick thing,
It seemed like
suspiciously hungover
Valentine.
scout, you've been invited to the lobby. How do I properly deal with napalm spam? I can't get in.
As who?
That was Val, I believe.
Chicken blocking is useful, which is where you jump forward, but as soon as you jump, you hold back. Only air dash if you are confident in what you're doing.
Yeah, remember,
Like-
air dashing you can't block, which is a
Right.
big problem.
So basically, if you just blocked a medium shot, which is the one that sort of ricochets off the ground, you can air dash there because chances are Parasoul is not going to be able to aim another one at you after that.
Okay, quick thing. Suspiciously hungover scout is in the game. Anyone who wants to play scout, get yourself into the lobby. All you gotta do is right-click on Waifu Patron Saint or Dr. Omnix the Fuckboy in group chat, hit join game, first person to get in gets to play. Risen Ashes is in. Cool.
Welcome.
That worked quickly. Okay, go for it.
Beat 'em up, guys.
Let's rock.
Heaven or hell? GG, ping.
Alright. Let's get this show on the road.
Let's see what these guys are up to.
Scout playing solo big band against Risen solo Fortune.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime. Shake, shake.
Okay, the head is out. Let's see what we can do with the head.
Nice job push blocking.
Oh,
Nice job push blocking.
should not have push blocked that. That could have been punished from up close.
Yeah.
Now, personally, I find Fortune. I think Fortune's a odd choice to play as a beginning character because of the head games.
Yeah.
Like,
literally and figuratively.
well, like the head is a big part of Fortune's game, But the thing is that you can take extra damage when the head is out. If both you and the head are getting hit by a move, it's going to do 150% its normal damage. Because the head takes half damage from any move, and it's independent of the body. Oh,
Ooh,
just,
nice
you know,
response
punishes
with
with a quick supersonic jazz. Yeah, you need to be really careful with leaving the head out. And yeah,
nice use of
her
that
normals
music
are
stun.
spammy. Her, you know, she can just pull out overheads pretty quick. But, yeah. It's definitely possible to play her as a beginner, but you need to be very, very cautious of how Fortune works. Alright, let's hop into game 2.
We're not discouraging you, by the way, from playing Fortune.
Oh, we're totally not discouraging you from playing Fortune. Yeah, we're just trying to point out, like, the things you need to be aware of as a Fortune player. Because, you know, what makes good Fortune players good is how they manage the head.
You will be prosecuted to the full extent of the jam.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
Okay, so they got a hit in, but it was a little bit delayed continuing that chain, so they weren't able to combo in.
Ooh, nice use of the low.
Good, yeah. Goes in for a grab, always good to see. Good tech from Scout.
Ooh.
Now, when Nico Nova says, oh, Fortune's normals are spammy, I think we're starting to see that. Don't push block that. Oh, no, he push blocked it. Again, push blocking's generally, like, it can be a good idea a lot of the time, but you don't want to do it when you're planning on punishing, because generally you'll be putting your moves out of range if you push block. Good grab, puts Fortune in the corner with that.
Goes in for...
Oh, but knocks her out.
Nice
Uses the
brass
armor
knuckles.
to get that hit in. You know, we haven't really seen a lot of brass knuckles from Scout, have we? Oh, try doing it, but that drill just hits so rapidly. KO's off of the grab. Good. Patience effort.
Raw super?
Oh!
Now that's a raw super I can agree with.
Yeah, a problem with Big...
And now
Well, something to be aware of is Big Band is that his moves have really, really long startup periods. So, yeah, you might have the armor to protect you in certain situations, but you need to be very deliberate with your button presses.
Curiosity can't kill me.
Make it flashy, guys. Showtime.
Oh, canceled out of that. I don't think that was a good idea, though. Watch the overhead. So what's happening is
those
Fortune's
highs.
jumping in really fast, and so Scout is trying to do Big Band's moves.
Oh,
Oh,
nice
that was
use of that music stun.
that was good right there. But like I was saying, Scout is getting hit during startups. Oh, it does that extra damage to the head. This is what I mean
Gets
when I
off
say
the
you got to be
taunt.
careful with the head. Burns into that super. Good job.
It's punished for those brass knuckles.
Oh,
Punish this, yes.
that's what I like to see.
Oh.
Oh, see, so again, he gets hit during the startup for one of his moves.
Take 3. Let's rock.
Fortune is a fast rushdown character, so you need to be careful going up against her because she can move and act so quickly. So right there, you notice that instead of jumping and doing stuff with the body, he could have KO'd with the head.
Yep.
So again, like, neither of us play Fortune, so we can't provide a ton of insight into this. But, you know, there were things that could have been done with the head.
Yeah.
So those are 3 games, so I'm going to kick these 2 out of the lobby and get another fight underway. So, good games, guys, good games. Who's in here that has not played yet but registered? I think at this point we might just want to go open lobby.
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing them. Alright everybody, lobby's open. Invite yourself in and play. A lot of our registered players did not show up. So it's kind of throwing things off for us. We have one more. Oh, okay. Okay, here's Stompenstein. Stompenstein, we sent you so many invites earlier.
Finally.
So many invites. Anyway, ready up. Let's get this one going.
You will be prosecuted to the full extent of the jam.
Okay, team matchup. This is the first one of all night. We got Big Band Cerebella versus Philia Squigly.
Oh.
Didn't want to do that, Gregor Sampson. Thing is, he hit with Hairball, and with Hairball you can go straight into Fenrir Drive and keep the combo going. There we go with the coconut gold tries to grab.
And nope.
I just want to say we are almost at 20 viewers. Zephyr, we're going to try and let all the new players go before we start letting other people play. When it says version mismatch, honestly, I've not had that issue. I don't really know how to help you. Make sure that you're playing normal Skullgirls and not Encore. Try restarting the game or your computer and make sure you're up to date. Oh! Ooh. That was not a really good tag. You gotta be very careful when you're raw tagging characters. Generally, delayed hyper combos are safer. Lobby's full. Thanks, Nico.
All yours.
Okay, in goes Bella. Oh, goes straight into Diamond Dynamo.
Goes into Dynamo off of that
Could have
poke.
gotten blocked. Oh, it does the concho.
Ooh!
Okay, leading up with that, I think it's better to launch them up. You could do. Oh, gets the pommel horse. And just go straight into Diamond Dynamo. One of the issues with doing that, though, is that it scales very, very badly.
Yeah.
So, personally, if you're going to do any super after that,
Folks,
I would say do Ultimate Showstopper. Because, yeah, it's still going to scale, but for one bar, you're going to get way more bang for your buck than doing Diamond Dynamo. Okay, let's see game 2. Friendly reminder, you play 3 games, win or lose. It's not first to 3, it is not best of 3. You get to play 3 games.
Hair like that will get you in trouble.
Alright, same matchup.
ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
I expected to jump in. I think that was a good reaction.
Nice.
You know, like, first thing from the get-go, what to try and do versus Lilia.
Yep.
You're right.
I also
Okay, so-
think he tried to do an A train but didn't get it because he had already used the music stun on what I believe was the beat extend.
Nico, it's not best of 3 because if one person wins the first 2 games, you still have them play the third. It's not best of 3. Okay, so that was a very, very long block string.
Ooh.
So Rad should not have gone in for that crouching hidden kick. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Uh-oh, no. No, please, no. Oh, bummer. Alright, well, we'll try and replay it and see what happens. But, you know, maybe someone's being trashed, who knows.
Not agreeing with that Dynamo out of.
Wait, are you still in the
MGR.
game?
Yeah.
Okay, well, on my end, I got booted out. And so you're
Oh.
watching a match that is not visible on stream.
Okay.
So, you know, give us the radio commentary.
Dynamo killed Squigly. Big Band is tagged in. He's grabbed Philia. He is going into a combo, dropped it. Philia fucked his shit up with a hairball, not doing anything. Brass Knuckles got blocked. Philia launched him, dropped the thing. Big Band's doing the grab, tried to do a beat extend, dropped it. Philia punished him with like 2 kicks. Philia's going into a combo, killed the Big Band. Here comes the Cerebella with the people's whatever.
People's
Goes to the
elbow.
Raw Dynamo. She fucking gets hit with Philia's heavy kick. She combos into Gregor. And GG Cerebella.
So, Band is coming in?
No, Band died.
Oh, Band.
Philia won.
Alright. So,
Bander's kill.
any observations about what could have gone better?
There were sort of a lot. The Big Band was doing things that I've seen Big Bands doing since we started, which was getting punished while starting up.
Yeah. I think part of the solution to that is to be more cautious of your spacing.
Yeah.
Don't do those startup moves when you're in point-blank range, because they'll probably get punished before they even hit.
Yep. Are you in the game now? Are we streaming again? Is everything good?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
this one's going to work. Just like, I got it waiting for opponent screen. It seemed like they happened to both of us, but I didn't get that game.
Oh, I was like waiting for you to say something.
Oh. Hey, raw
Hairball right off
hairball
the
to start
bat.
that move. It's not a good... Not a good idea. Raw hairball is unsafe on block, so I would only
Ooh, nice
suggest
job
that
opening
you
with that
use it
assist.
inside of combos or for movement. Punished first.
Nice grab, nice speed extend. Going into a combo.
Try doing that
Again.
grab and missed it.
Again, don't do A-Train if you don't have that music stun. At least with the combo that you're doing. Now you can do it.
Oh, no, that's still going to hit. I didn't think that would
GD.
hit.
You're mine.
Oh! Right into the silver cord.
Oh, broke the
Ooh,
armor on that.
broke that.
Good use of that multi-hit.
And there you go. Okay.
Okay, I'm seeing some questions pop up in chat. We will answer those after the match.
Ooh, raw level 3 gets blocked. Punish
Oh, that could have
Oh.
been punished way harder.
Rest easy, Sienna.
Okay.
Player 1 wins.
So let's give him the boot.
Bye bye.
Okay, so Zelzy, how does scaling work approximately? What is the max scaling? So Nico says damage decreases by the amount of chains you have in your combo, and how it starts. Getting a combo off an assist or a super scales the combo. Yes, so in layman's terms, the longer a combo is, the less damage that your moves are going to be dealing later on in the combo. And that's why resetting is such a valuable tactic, because resetting allows you to start a brand new combo and you eliminate damage scaling. Okay, Patrician of the highest caliber is in, so anyone else can hop in. Quan84 has the tourney started. We started at 7 p.m. Eastern, so yes, we started quite a while ago. We are now doing general lobby play. Sorry, no. Zephyr, sorry, I wanna try and let newer people in before... Well, it's too late. I'll just kick him out after the next one. Sorry, but
Okay.
I want to try and get new faces in, and let new, less experienced people play before we do this.
Well, haven't you?
Oh, and Ed Boys just hopped in too. Okay, so Quan and Ed Boys, you are up next. Gross goes the combo as well. That's something really important to be aware of if you play someone like Cerebella, is that you can, if you do a command grab and then try doing something like a super, it's going to scale pretty heavily. So we have Bella Squigly versus Valentine Parasoul. Okay, try doing those
wake up
grabs
grab.
when they were on the ground. Yeah, Quan, you're up next, so please make sure that you are in the Skullgirls Movie Night group chat and ready to get invited.
Ooh, DHC. First one of the night. Of course, it's from someone who's played this before.
Yeah, I
Someone
told
who has
I told Zephyr
experience.
not to hop in and play yet.
Ooh! Ooh, that was a nice command grab.
Player 2 wins.
Okay, Zephyr, sorry, but I'm gonna have to kick you out. If someone else wants to hop in and play Patrician, not Quan, not Ed Boys, you guys are going to play next. We'll, if someone new wants to hop in and play games against Patrician, now's the time. All you have to do is let yourself into the lobby, and you'll get 3 matches against Patrician. So as a friendly reminder, once you have joined the Skullgirls Newbie Night group, to get into the chat room, open your friends list on Steam, click on the Groups tab, and you'll see the Newbie Night group listed there. Right-click on it and hit Enter Group Chat, and then you'll be in the chat room. From there, to get into the game, provided we're not sending you an invite, just right-click on Waifu Patron Saint or Dr. Omnix the Fuckboy and hit Join Game. Again, we have an open spot right now. Okay, Zelzy's in. Ready up. Let's get this show on the road.
West Coast North America versus West Coast Europe.
West Coast.
Let's see some blood. Let's see some blood. The latency is going to be wonderful.
Is this Skullgirls or an aquatics meet?
I don't get it.
Hang on to your hat.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
Here we go.
Whoa! Ultimate Showstopper! That's gonna do a lot of damage to Squigly very early in the match. Okay, so again, actually, you can't. I don't really advise comboing with lock and load. If you're going to do it, you probably aren't going to get away with something like, say, heavy lock and load, because it has such a long startup time that your opponent is going to leave hit stun. Zelgy should really, really tag out. Yes, he's going to tag out, regenerate a lot of health from that Squigly. Oh, I'm surprised that Daisy Pusher hit.
Don't even try.
Nice high into a low.
No place to
Oh, Valtech's out of the corner. Good work.
Ooh, nice punish, that silver cord. Punish that silver cord,
Vulnerable
yes.
during that Scorpion grab, though. Val started to try and punish. Goes into Diamond Dynamo. Now, something I would recommend doing is when you're doing Dynamo, hold your stick back and charge up a tumbling run so you can just run right back into close range as they're getting up.
Ooh,
Patrician
nice
tags
interrupt
out into
with that
Squigly.
Thing. Thing into thing. Nice copter.
He's doing a lot of Seracopters, but Patricia's go. Oh, pulls him in and tries to go for the grab, but it gets tech. Good work! Takes him out with the Cerebella.
Goes back. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Nice cross up. Nice mix up. Doesn't really.
Oh, gets hit by
capitalize
that
on
Daisy Pusher. This could be a dead Valentine.
it. Ooh, ooh.
Val's, okay, now Val was sitting on 4 bar.
I'm sorry I have to.
Now I don't know. It's not like Zelzy was able to create a lot of opportunities where he could have safely used that meter. But can't help but wonder if he used that earlier, would he have had more of a chance in that fight?
There were a few points where I saw some places where he could have used it with the Valentine.
Yeah, it's generally after you do Savage
Basically
Bypass,
after the-
you can go
yeah.
into EKG Flatliner.
Or even if you're not good at that timing yet, you can just do it at the end of the combo, just slap it on. Finish that.
Okay, so I want to know, Patrician has swapped out his Cerebella for Eliza. Because the raw tag is getting punished for it. Raw tags are fairly risky, so it's more advisable to do I think they're called blockbuster sequels in the tutorial, but they're more commonly referred to as delayed hyper combos, or DHCs. And that is when you spend meter to tag in the character during a super. And provided that the move hits beforehand, it's a safe way to switch between characters. And you can combo them too in some cases, so they're very good. Zelzy may want to consider tagging out to his Valentine.
So, waifu, how do you do one of these delayed hyper combos?
Oh, well, it's easy, Omnix. All you gotta do is once you activate a super for a character, just do the input for another character's super, and that character will tag in to perform the move.
How
Now,
interesting.
what's even more interesting is so level 1 moves still cost 1 bar, and if you DHC into a 3-bar move, it will only cost 2. Oh, pulls out
Ooh,
Sekme.
nice use of that armor.
Oh, happy birthday!
Ooh,
Happy birthday!
Boo-boo! Happy boo boo!
Oh no, happy boo boo, no happy boo boo. But Eliza got boo booed so bad her skin melted. So
Missed the thing.
yeah, you can also use alpha counters, but honestly, I've never used them. I don't remember how they work. Omnix. Hey, Omnix, what's an alpha counter?
Well, waifu, if you're in block stun and you hit forward and one of the tag button combinations, what will happen is you'll tag in a character and they'll do their assist move. But instead of doing their assist move, you can also cancel into a super.
Neato.
It costs 1 meter.
So let's see what happens here for game 3. Wait, does it cost 1 meter to initiate the alpha counter, and then another meter to use a super?
Yeah. Yes, it does.
That's expensive.
Well, I haven't really seen too many alpha counters. I mean, when you and I played last, I did one by accident.
You did one by accident, and then you still lost.
I ate shit. But anyway, one way I see people using them is they'll alpha counter into Cerebella. She'll come in, cancel into USS, wreck some shit. Ooh, here comes a double.
I think this is the first double we've seen at this point.
Ooh, nice flesh step. Ooh.
Oh!
Watch the smoke.
Try doing an assist off of that, but lock that made sure that's
Could have used it. Ooh. Or the reset? Okay.
Oh no!
I appreciate Zelixi's attempts to do mix-ups. Nice cross-up. Didn't really...
Oh, get KO'd by the raw tag. Hey, Sixlet. Sixlet can hear your dogs.
Ah, shit. What a surprise.
Just got fridged.
Yeah.
Alright. So there are 3. So... No, I do not want to kick Omnix.
Please no. Oh, we got the 2 people who registered. Get those people in here.
Which
Boys
two?
to Men and Q1, I think they were.
Boys isn't here, but Quan is.
Oh.
Quan, we've just sent you an invite, so waiting on you to pop in. Try it again. Okay, we just resent that.
Shut the fuck up. Please.
So, friendly reminder, while we're waiting between matches, if anyone has gameplay questions, feel free to ask away in chat. Quan is in, so we are looking for someone to play against him. All you gotta do is go into the group chat, right-click on Wife or Patron Saint or Dr. Onyx the Fuckboy, hit Join Game, and you'll get to play 3 matches against Quan. Stompenstein is back in.
Welcome back.
Shinzephyr, how do you join chat? Go to the Skullgirls Newbie Night group on your friends list, right click on it, hit enter group chat. Big band mirror match. This will be interesting.
Ooh. This is gonna be fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime. Hey, listen here.
Ooh!
Could have done more with that grab. Could have even done supersonic jazz if he wanted to bash really damage.
Back on.
They both pull that out, but
Yep.
Quan just pulled it out a little bit earlier. Okay, right there, he tried hitting and going into supersonic jazz, but should have seen that block.
Ooh!
Oh, he's able to chip him out with
Chipped it
giant
out.
step.
Got him in the corner.
Baloney. I have a question about assists. I'm still really unfamiliar with them, as this is my first game with assists. What are they primarily used for, and what makes them good to use? So what I like to say is that you can use an assist to maybe make up for a character's weaknesses. For example, I play Philia.
That's simultaneous
And-
grab.
Yeah, there are so many shenanigans going on here. So like I said, I play Philia and Cerebella. I originally played solo Philia, and I realized that I had trouble getting in close with Philia. So I wanted some kind of armored move that I could close the gap with. So I realized, oh, Cerebella has lock and load. That's really, really useful for me. So, you can do that, where you kind of make up for characters' weaknesses or shortcomings, or you could just try and find combinations that make a certain playstyle even more powerful, like, Peacock and Double have some agonizing assist options. So that is, I think, what I think is a good way to use them in terms of team composition, but like Sixlight just said, you can start combos with them, you can extend combos with them, they can be useful for mix.
When the word of love falls, pick it up and hold it higher.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
Let's get back to the band.
Oh! Nice recovery.
Oh, did that heavy
nice
move,
grab.
left him open.
Oh,
So like we said with Big Band, you got to be cautious of the long startup times for his moves because they leave you very vulnerable.
Knuckles startup.
Oh, A-Train!
Scoops him up.
Supersonic Jazz! Oh,
Ooh,
it tries
didn't get
doing the
the
taunt.
taunt
I don't think that charged up. Oh, it didn't work
Ooh.
for him either.
Now you do the taunt. Or not, since he's dead.
Yeah, when someone's on the ground, that is a good time to do the taunt. Similarly, it's like for characters
Now you can
like
taunt.
Valentine, you'd want to prep syringes when they're down. Big Band, do the taunt while they're down. Yeah. So, Zelzy, experiment with figuring out what assists work best for your playstyle, what complements the way that you like to play the game. Oh! Hits with that raw level 3. So Bam was jumping up, so I don't think doing Giant Step is a good move. Stomp instead.
Ooh, and there's a good level 3.
And right there, Quan returns the favor on that level 3.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Oh, bye.
Don't leave yet.
It's not best out of 3, it's just 3.
I say this so many times. So many times. Where's Quan? Right again.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Alright, let's do one more. So after this matchup, it looks to me like we've basically gone through all the registered players that are present. So
Alright. So let's open
I
it up.
believe we'll just do open lobby until we wrap up at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
One truth prevails.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
Start. Airman on the trolley. Sacks him up. Slow frame.
Ooh.
Get it. Too good. Let's blow. Start. Back on beat. Give me it.
That was a good use
Ooh,
of
nice.
that
yeah.
move to break the armor. Oh, for a minute I thought we were gonna have an R. Kelly round.
Yeah.
Oh, two!
Oh my God,
What was that?
In a row.
Tech like 2 grabs in a row. Now Quan seems to be playing a pretty agile Big Band. He's jumping around a lot. Stompenstein, I think, he plays more focused on staying on the ground. Good use of armor to get in. That was a really, really good brass knuckles. And now Stompenstein is stuck in the corner.
Or not.
Well, no, he's in the corner. No, he's not. Yeah, I do not understand why Quan would throw him out of the corner.
Oh, that parry!
Let's give a big hand for Big Band.
Big hand for Big Band. I have not heard that line before.
But did you see that parry, though?
Wave of Shadow, I don't know if you are watching the stream right now, but we are just hopping into our open lobby time. So if you would like to hop in and play on stream, now's the time. Yeah, that was a dope parry.
Yeah.
Wave Shadow's in. We have one more open slot in the lobby if someone would like to participate. We are now switching over to open lobby time. So registered or unregistered, you can let yourself in. Patrician of the highest caliber is going to be playing again. Alright.
Welcome back.
Nico, the problem is, if we do a lobby larger than this, Omnix and I might end up watching different matches, so that kind of defeats the purpose of commentating them on stream.
Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
If people want to orchestrate lobby play inside of the group chat, we really, really encourage that. Just because, like, you know, this is a great opportunity to meet new players. Again, Nico, we can't commentate two matches on screen. Alex and I need to make sure that we're both in the same game for the stream to work. Way of Shadow is playing solo Eliza, Patrician playing Valentine and Squigly.
Don't know why he was doing Dead Cross there. It's not that safe. Nice.
Oh,
Whoa,
that!
hey.
Oh no! Okay, he was able to punish that. I figured jumping up, he might have squandered that opportunity, but he was able to do something with it. But that grab, you don't really want to attempt the Scorpion grab when they're airborne because it is such a long time for you to retract Leviathan.
Yep.
So Wave of Shadow was playing Eliza last week, and it looks to me like he was able to extend his bread and butter a little bit, which is always a good thing to be able to do.
Let's do this in one take. Action.
Okay, it was really, really vulnerable doing that.
Be wary of your use of the Savage Bypass at the Dead Cross.
Yeah, that leaves you pretty wide open.
Ooh, nice!
Good use of armor on lock and load. Lock and load is probably my favorite Cerebella move. Lock and load followed by Concho.
Side effects may include nausea, headaches, and death.
Quiet on the set. Let's rock.
I was going to Savage Bypass, but it's left open.
Run.
Wave of Shadow has a pretty substantial early lead.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Sixlet said, there are ways to get around lock and load, but like that. But I'd still say, you know, you really gotta know space. So right there, I believe that Showstopper didn't work because Patrician, Wave of Shadow was in hit stun, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so you can't really combo into Showstopper because it is a grab and you cannot be grabbed when you're in a form of stun, whether it be block stun or hit stun. So
Has Val always been able to do this thing where she does 2 bypasses in a row? Because I remember her being able to do that in beta. I don't know whether that's something
maybe-
that she's always been able to do.
I don't know if there have been any substantial gameplay changes that have come over from beta. Sorry, Patricia, we're going to kick you because you had 3, but someone else is welcome to hop back in the lobby, and you can...
Bye.
Well, Taster, you could have hopped back in, but anyway. The lobby's open, so 2 more people can hop back in. I just want to empty out the lobby so everyone kind of gets an even chance to get in.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so... There's some discussion going on in chat about... Okay, Tasty's back. There's some discussion happening in chat about lock and load and armored moves. And yeah, there are ways to get around armored moves, so you can't just keep on using them and expect it to work. But I think they're very, very important things that you need to know, because they let you do a lot of stuff. Heavy lock and load has 3 hits of armor. A medium has 2 hits, and I want to say that light lock and load has no armor on it.
I agree.
And they also, the heavier versions have longer startup, and they propel you further.
Hold it higher.
Oh man, we got a Parasoul versus a big band. If I don't see that loop, I'm gonna be angry.
What loop?
Basically, if you just hold your stick in the 9 direction, you can just keep going with light punch, heavy punch in the air until you trigger IPS against big band.
So Taisu was off to a good start with those napalm shots, but now Quan has Taisu trapped in the corner, which was a troublesome situation in earlier matchups. He was vulnerable during that brass knuckles. It could have been punished further. You can grab out of most big band armors, but it requires strict timing.
Ooh!
It's a good super.
Don't know if that was
vulnerability off a giant
intentional.
step. Yeah, but it worked. So right there, off of brass knuckles, could have punished with that. That's the thing with Big Band, is Big Band's moves generally have fairly long recovery and fairly long startup, but they're brutal if you get hit by them. So if you block something, you need to be prepared to punish it. And let's say punishing Big Band, you get a little more leniency than you do with a lot of other characters, because he's just standing around for so long getting out of animations.
When the word of law falls, pick it up and hold it higher.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
Napalm shot. Napalm shot.
Yay. Oh, he gets the
Now
taunt
there's
off.
a good
Now, I
time
liked how
for
he
the
used
taunt.
brass knuckles to get through the napalm shot.
That's what I would have done. Ooh.
Oh, tuba!
Take 2.
That
Damn.
round 1 KO.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Okay, just built up the meter at the... Okay, oh, wide open during that. Taisu could have done way more than that one move. He could have gone into a full bread and butter combo there. So I think it's very evident that Taisu needs to work on what to do when he's in the corner.
Now that's real.
Yeah.
So Kobe, I mean, whatever. Whatever. As a Parasoul player,
he finds himself in the corner.
yeah. What do you do when you want to get out of the corner?
Usually, what I do.
Usually, what you
is
do
I
is
just
you stand
suck
there
up
and
the
you let Philia
resets and
reset you a
cry.
dozen times until you die. But as someone who I'd like to imagine knows their Skullgirls theory, what could you do? What options do you have as Parasoul?
As Parasoul, I'd either do a wake up napalm pillar, or I'd tech out, and then run away to the other side of the screen, start spamming again. But that's just me.
Well, the good news is that Sixlet agrees with you. When in doubt, you should use Napalm Gun. Besides, aren't you invincible during the pillar animation?
During the startup.
Yeah, that's That's really good. If someone's just wailing on you in the corner, then I would absolutely go for that brother.
That's why it's a good assist too.
It's a good assist because A, you have the invincibility, and B, it's such a good answer.
I also figured out that it has also a surprisingly large ground range as well.
Yeah, because it does that little shockwave.
But anyway, there's a match going on.
Well, again,
Raw
okay,
super
blocks the
doesn't
super
hit.
that time. Kind of out of the corner, but oh, that was a good use
Not
of the
anymore.
grab to just put Parasoul back in the corner. Finishes off in level 3.
No offense, man, but I'm top brass here.
So, when Quan got Teisu in the corner, Quan did not let Teisu out. Quan realized that Teisu was having trouble in the corner, and so whenever Teisu got out, Teisu ended up back in. So, that was good play. It was good play from Quan. Teisu, I'd advise you to experiment with figuring out how you can get out of corners. Guys, does the stream have approximately 1 minute delay for everyone? Because I was able to watch the last 30 seconds or so of the matches when I tabbed out. That might be because Twitch is very high latency. Compared to Hitbox, there is a really long delay on Twitch of like 30 seconds to a minute. Hitbox, it's like a few seconds. Okay, so like I just said in chat, lobby's open. Yeah, we do have a Twitch delay, which is a little frustrating, so I'll make more of an effort to post in chat when we have open lobbies. So again, if people want to hop in, okay, Patrician is back in. We're looking for someone else who wants to play. Heads up, we're going to be wrapping up the stream in around 15 minutes. At 9 o'clock, we are going to shut this down for the night. So this is your chance to, if you want to play, hop in now. DB, wow, that big band makes me want to be him. Because the world needs more big band players.
Not that we're trying to discourage you or anything.
We're not trying to, yeah, it's sort of like, I don't know, it's the classic, not that there's anything wrong with that. But just like, be aware that like, I think Big Band has some stuff that's very exploitable early on. But then as you play the game more, you learn that Big Band is not as scary as it seems.
Yeah.
Okay, so Patricia
Philia,
playing
yep.
Squigly Valentine going against Rad's Philia. That's Squigly too, yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Ooh.
just to get some happy birthday damage in.
Ready for your shot.
Kept on dashing around with Savage Bypass, so I think if Rad caught onto that, he could have blocked and punished.
Ooh, hit him with the needle, but
Got him in the corner.
Immediately
Oh,
got hit.
that's
Oh.
good. Oh, that could have got him blocked.
Damn.
I don't know if maybe there was a latency thing or if you tried pushing buttons, but you know, if you're getting hit by something, like if you're stuck in a combo, just hold down the block input. Oh wow, hits him with a level 3.
Will he skip it?
Nope, no skipping.
Only where it hurts.
Dead Philia.
Anyway, like I was saying, when you're stuck in a combo, make sure that you're not just, you know, waiting for you to get out of it. Hold down that block input, so if they drop the combo, you're going to be safe for whatever they do after. It's just a good habit to get into.
Another good habit to get into is if you go into the training options, you can set the block type to after first hit, which would simulate your opponent doing this.
Yes. Yes. When you're trying to practice combos, you should absolutely do that. 3edgy6u asks, how do you abuse Big Band's hitbox and Parasoul?
That's... You jump, you do light punch, heavy punch, you jump, you do light punch, heavy punch, You jump, you do light punch, heavy punch,
And then you trip IPS.
Until IPS goes off. But if you don't want IPS to go off, you can just do that a couple of times and then go into your regular combo.
I know that some cross-ups don't work on Big Band because he's so big.
Yep.
And so when I play Big Band, I sometimes substitute my cross-up combos for my BMBs because they do more damage, but they're no longer crossing up, so I can pull them out whenever. So even when I, yeah, I can't cross up anymore, boo-hoo, but I can do that and milk more damage out and get the same movement options as a typical BMB.
And as Parasoul, I try to keep him at full screen because even if he does do a
Giant Step?
Brass Knuckles, he's still not going to reach you, but I would be weary of the heavy Giant Step and a raw Supersonic Jazz.
Yeah. I think that's the big challenge with Big Band, is how to get around the heavy Giant Step.
I mean, it's just jumping, but you gotta see that coming.
Okay, so Patrician is jumping around a lot, and I don't know, I've not seen Rad use Updo, but Updo is a fantastic affiliate anti-air, or you could even, you could just use Filia's launcher, and that can also do a pretty good job. Look wide open, I feel that with that pass. Bypasses to get in, but it's left open when Rad recovers.
Bypass, from what I've seen and what I've done, is when I've played as Valentine, does not hit people if they're in the corner and down.
I don't really remember you using Bypass. Actually, you used it a lot. You used it a lot, but not in ways I'm seeing people use it here.
I got my ass kicked when I used it, which is why I'm like, be careful with this, guys.
Like running with scissors.
I mean, it is, basically. It's doing ninja shit with a sharp object.
Goes in Gregor Samson. Tried extending the combo, but honestly, I'm surprised that jumping medium punch did not connect.
Oh, blocks the first hit of the fallen woman, then punishes it.
That was a good job, Rad. That was a pretty rad finish.
Yeah.
I'm hereby nominating Rad for Merriam-Webster's Word of 2015. So, I don't know. I think
Didn't it already win like 20 years ago?
I don't know. I'm bringing it back. Underappreciated word. Okay, let's hop into game 3.
This may sting.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime!
One. Enough. Ready for you. I've seen
Is it just me, or was he canceling with the shurikens?
I don't know what he was doing, but he just, I don't know. He good showstopper, but he dashed in his Valentine right above Filia and was wide open. So I think Patrician needs to be really, really careful with how he's using Savage Bypass.
Oh.
Tries another showstopper. Surprised that wasn't punished. Okay, Rad finds himself in the corner after attempting the airball. Also, Patrician's just pushing buttons when he really should have been trying to do a command grab, because, I don't know, it was pretty clear that Rad was blocking all those moves from Cerebella. I mean, command grabs are one of Bella's most valuable tools, and as like the only grappler in Skullgirls, it's really important that you utilize them to the full. And Val is down.
Serpentine.
Ooh.
Oh,
Don't abuse the lock and load. Got punished for it.
yeah. On one hand, like, I would sort of do the same thing in that situation because lock and load chips. For some reason, Titan Knuckle does not do chip damage, but lock and load does. But throwing it out over and over again like that, you're making it really clear what your strategy is. So, at that point, after the second one, I would have done a different move. I would have maybe done a sweep. Okay, so I think we have time for 1 or 2 more sets.
Yeah.
Lobby is open, like I just said in chat. So let yourself in. Delzy's back, cool. Titan Knuckle isn't a special, yeah. Just, I don't know, you'd expect the move that's a giant fist that reaches across the screen to do chip, and it doesn't. No, Nico. Nico, you have like 250 hours. Solo Squigly, solo Big Band. Squigly has a lot of moves that are multi-hit, so this could be frustrating for Big Band.
Give me a hit. Give me a hit.
Okay, I noticed a message from the Twitch chat. Rad asks, what do you guys use for controls? I have an Xbox One pad, a PS3 pad, a wired 360 pad, and a keyboard, but I prefer the 360 controller. Onyx, what do you play?
I used to play on an Xbox 360 pad that was wired, but now I play on this fight pad thing, which is the shape of like a console controller, but it has all 6 face buttons on the face. It has 2 triggers, and instead of a stick, it just has a D-pad. I'll post a link to it in chat so you can get a better picture.
I am playing on a fight stick, specifically the VX. Whenever people ask about controls, I like to say you do not need a fight stick to be good at fighting games. I mean, come on. We had Snake Eyes is one of the top American Street Fighter players. He uses a pad. Luffy, who won Evolution 2014 for Street Fighter, won using a PlayStation 1 controller. So it's really about what works best for you if you think that one input source is better than another. I could not do Dragon Punches on a controller, so I switched to a fight stick, and that worked for me. Omnix, stuck around for a really long time using a 360 controller and did totally fine. So use what works best for you.
In other news, Nico Nova took the match.
Really?
What a surprise! What a comeback! What a comeback!
So let's see what's going on here.
Yeah, we are running a stream
Scout
here,
played Big Band earlier, right?
Yeah.
I was wondering if he'd used other characters, because I know there was one person who had bands.
When the word of law falls, pick it up and hold
Okay,
it
so Nico's
higher.
playing Philia.
Here we go.
Philia's another character that I think is good in the Big Band matchup. She's fast and has multi-hits. Right there, uses Hairball to break the armor. And now Scout is stuck in the corner.
I know how he feels. Oh, is that some wave dashing from Nico?
It might have just been
Into
rapid.
Big Band?
You can wave dash on the dashes, but I think Nico was just dashing over and over again. Like you could have been dashing quicker than you wave dash.
Philia doing what Philia does
Grab
best.
reset. And Scout goes down. And updos at the end.
Maybe next time.
Good job, kid.
Let's see game 3.
One truth prevails.
Same matchup.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime. Stay safe.
Philia doing a long combo into a grab reset, which is
Oh,
what she
but
does.
Scout's able to grab. So Nico is resetting off of air grabs. For those of you who don't know what resets are, because beginner players don't typically know resets, a reset is what we talked about earlier, how damage scales in a combo the longer the combo goes on. So when you're a reset is when you deliberately drop a combo and start a new one, which resets the damage scaling as well as the scaling for how rapidly you build meters. And so you can see what Nico's doing is when he has Band trapped in the corner, he's doing grabs, which resets, and then he's continuing a combo. Okay, so Quan asks, as a big band player, what is your helpful advice on defending against a more rushdown-oriented character like Philia? Oh boy. I would say, don't let Philia in.
Push block as soon as you can.
Yeah, push blocking is important, particularly against Philia. Philia players do a lot of air dashes, so they're going to be airborne a lot. And Big Band can grab them out of the air with A-Train.
And beat extend.
Yeah, A-Train and beat extend are definitely good ways to counter Philia is Big Band. But my mentality for, I guess, working through problems with your game is that so you've discovered that there's a situation that you have trouble with. You need to come up with a way to either get yourself out of that situation when it happens or avoid getting into that situation altogether. So this Big Band, you know, okay, well, I'm having trouble with Rushdown like Philia. So you need to make sure that Philia doesn't get in, or find a way to get out when Philia does get in. And like we've been saying, and like chat's mentioning, A-Train is good, and Beat Extend is good. I'm a little weary of Brass Knuckles because of the startup time on it. And if a player knows that you're going to do it, they can just do a multi-hit move like Philia's jumping medium punch.